The theme on Monday was pursuing racial and cultural equity. I know that sounds huge, but we have to start someplace. And we started in the very beginning of the day with an interfaith panel celebration, and there were 6 panelists and about 400 people in the audience, and the questions were extraordinary. We challenged people to learn about the difference between bystander and upstander. We did some practicing and talked about what it means to protect each other and take care of each other in a community.
And I led alongside 8 other SVU members the town hall discussion about microaggressions during 3rd block. And essentially microaggressions are subtle comments and kind of backhanded insults that are made intentionally or unintentionally to marginalized groups. They target marginalized groupings, so that could be women, individuals with disabilities, LGBTQ community, different ethnic races, and so on.
So the theme of Tuesday was seeing sexism. We looked through the lens of see it, do it, feel it. For example, have you ever seen sexism take place? Have your actions ever been sexist? Have you ever experienced sexism? One sees sexism by recognizing when a person or groups of people are taking advantage of the privileges of their sex or taking advantage of the lack of privilege of a person or group of persons' sex.
The theme for Wednesday was understanding disabilities. We started off the day in the CLC and had a couple classes come up there and watch a documentary that was produced about some staff members who have all been influenced in one way or another by a disability, whether it's through a family member or directly through one of their children. They told some really great stories that impacted a lot of people. And then we got the discussion going after that, which was really, really nice to see all the different questions posed by our student body. The last part of the day was a presentation with Catherine and Ben Perith, who were so gracious to come to our school and share their experiences and their insights on what they've learned through not only understanding disabilities, but also how they relate to other people and what respect means to them.
The theme for Thursday was sexual and gender identity. We had a full day of events down in the PAC. We started off the morning with a performance from Proud Theater, a group in Madison that comes to schools and performs short plays and pieces based on their own personal experiences as part of the LGBTQ community. After that, we had a documentary, and then following that, we had author Meredith Russo come in and do a talk back about her new book, If I Was Your Girl. And then 7th hour, we had a community panel of different members of the LGBT community, different age groups, some MHS students, some community members come in and talk about their experiences. And then finally, at the end of the day, Sage did a presentation for the first half of ASR, and then an additional panel for the second half.
Our theme for Friday, our last day of Respect Week, was committing to respect. We wanted to really focus on a concrete action step that we could take as a culminating event to the week. On Friday, we spent the morning hearing from 2 community speakers about intersectionality and how the pieces of our identity fit together to make us who we are. It was a way for us to really make connections between each of our themes during the week and to really tie the week all together. During lunch and advisory, students who were interested had the opportunity to sign the Pledge of Respect. We capped off the day with a really incredible dance celebration featuring students performing a vocal piece, an Indian dance, an Irish dance, and the Latinos Unidos group dance performance. We also had a UW-Madison student perform a hip-hop routine. At the end of it all, students were invited to participate together in the chicken dance. It was a fun way to bring students together and really celebrate the diversity and culture of our student body. During lunch and advisory, any student and staff who was interested had the opportunity to sign the Pledge of Respect and commit to continuing to build a respectful school community at MHS. The pledge essentially stated that the person signing believes that all people should feel free to be themselves in a supportive and accepting environment without the threat of harassment or harm. The person signing also is committing to taking a stand against hurtful language and behavior and encouraging other people to do the same. It was really incredible to see the number of students and staff that signed the pledge and made this commitment. In the end, we linked the signed pledges together into a paper chain to represent the interconnectedness of us all working together to continue to make MHS a safe place for everyone.